The feminization of society is a profound and complex topic, one that touches every aspect of life, from the home to the classroom, from social media to the overarching parental systems shaping the next generation. When viewed through a biblical lens, this trend raises questions about the roles, responsibilities, and design that God intended for both men and women in His divine order. In the beginning, God created male and female in His image, assigning them unique yet complementary roles. Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, men were called to lead, protect, and provide, while women were designed to nurture, support, and bring life into the world. Together, their differences reflect the fullness of God's character. However, as society increasingly blurs the distinctions between these roles, we see a departure from this divine blueprint. At home, many fathers have abdicated their God-given responsibility to lead their families in strength and righteousness. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 4 calls fathers to bring up their children in the training and instruction of the Lord. Yet the rise of absentee fathers and passive male leadership has left a vacuum. This void is often filled by mothers who, while capable and loving, are forced to shoulder both maternal and paternal roles. The result is a generation of children who lack the balance of masculine strength and feminine nurture that God intended for healthy development. In schools, the trend toward feminization is evident in both the curriculum and the environment. Traits traditionally associated with masculinity, such as competitiveness, assertiveness, and physicality, are often suppressed in favor of qualities like sensitivity, cooperation, and emotional expression. While these traits are valuable, the overemphasis on one at the expense of the other stifles boys' natural inclinations and undermines their unique identity. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6 reminds us to train up a child in the way he should go. But when education disregards the God-ordained differences between boys and girls, it risks leading them away from their intended path. On social media, the feminization of society takes on a more insidious form. Platforms that promote trends, ideals, and behaviors often elevate a culture that celebrates emotional expression while shaming traditional masculinity. Men are encouraged to conform to a softer, less confrontational version of themselves, while women are often placed in roles of dominance. This cultural shift distorts God's design, leading to confusion about what it means to be male or female. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 warns us not to conform to the pattern of this world, yet social media relentlessly pushes a narrative that undermines biblical masculinity. The parental system, influenced by societal norms, has also shifted away from God's original design. The growing emphasis on egalitarian parenting often minimizes the distinct roles fathers and mothers are meant to play. Instead of complementing each other, parents are encouraged to adopt interchangeable roles, further blurring the lines between masculinity and femininity. The Bible, however, upholds the importance of both parents fulfilling their unique God-given responsibilities. Colossians chapter 3 verses 18 to 21. Fathers are to lead and provide spiritual guidance, while mothers are called to nurture and manage the home. When these roles are reversed or diluted, the family structure suffers, leaving children without clear models of biblical manhood and womanhood. This feminization agenda is not merely a social trend, it is a spiritual battle. Satan thrives on confusion and disorder, and the erosion of God's design for men and women is a direct attack on His creation. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 33 tells us that God is not a God of confusion but of peace. Yet the world increasingly sows confusion about gender, identity, and roles. This deviation from God's plan weakens families, communities, and ultimately, society itself. The solution lies in a return to biblical principles. Men must rise to reclaim their God-given roles as leaders, protectors, and providers. This does not mean dominance or suppression, but a Christ-like leadership marked by humility, strength, and sacrificial love. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 25. Women, too, must embrace their roles with confidence and grace, understanding that their strength lies in their unique design as nurturers and life-givers. In the end, the feminization of society is not just about the loss of traditional masculinity. It is about the loss of balance, order, and alignment with God's perfect design. By returning to His Word, we can restore the harmony He intended between men and women, allowing both to thrive in their God-given roles. It is only through obedience to his principles that society can find its way back to strength, stability, and righteousness. Thank you for diving into this important and thought-provoking topic with me. The feminization of society isn't just a cultural shift. It's a spiritual battle that calls us back to God's divine design. If this message challenged or inspired you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more biblical insights that confront today's pressing issues. Now, let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you see these shifts in your own life or community? How can we, as believers, stand firm in biblical truth amidst these cultural changes? Remember, the fight to restore God's order begins in our hearts, our homes, and our families. Stay strong in your faith, live boldly for